Well, this is kind of strange but random of to kind of take a look at where everything is right now. So it takes a decision first to get out of Babylon, which is 3D, which is the Matrix, which is everything that is trying to distract us from going home and reconnecting to our Father. We all want to do that. I don't care what you say, everybody wants to reconnect with their Father, and the Father created this whole thing. That's what we all want to do. And, but we get distracted. And Babylon, the horror of Babylon is beautiful. Puts on the makeup and puts on the perfume and smells good. And she's going to come up with some good temptations for you to want to evacuate or get out of this whole connection to God. And then you experience all these things. You experience wonderful times, parties. It's just like memorable. And then you try to recreate those, and then you just like, oh my God, it's limited energy. And so you want to get connected to the permanent energy. And when it finally dawns on you that there's only one source of energy, now you can call it Allah, you can call it God, you can call it Source, you can call it anything you want, but we all know there's one source. And that source has something to do with all of us. And it doesn't matter if you decided to play the villain in this play, man, you're going back home with us. You're going back. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do, what you play, it's a play. And you all came with amnesia too. We all came with amnesia. So it doesn't matter if you decide to play the villain or not. You're my brother. I probably know you. I'm not mad at you, you know? I mean, it's because of this pushback that we have compassion. We wouldn't have compassion had it not been for this pushback. I mean, there's nothing to be compassionate for unless somebody was hurt. So, unfortunately, some people got hurt. I wouldn't want to play that. I mean, what they did to play the villain, I mean, I wouldn't want to do that. I mean, I couldn't do that to my friends. It's just not my vibe. And I don't want to do that. I understand what they're doing, and I understand what the purpose is of creating the pushback. Because without the pushback, we don't do anything. We're like kumbaya where we came from. I mean, we were like in bliss. And there's not a whole lot of challenges going to happen when you're in bliss all the time. And, you know, your farts smell good. Everything, everything that you're doing is kumbaya, man. So, you come down here, you get dirty. You get really dirty. And you go through some separation, man. So, but then after you get done with all that, you think, oh, fuck, I want to go home. But I don't want to leave the earth. Not now. This is the last version of this whole show. There won't be any reincarnation in the future because you reincarnate, you probably got to go back in the past because this shit is going to end. So, which is cool. But it's done a really good job, and I'm really glad that they did everything they did to create everything that happened. And yeah, so when you're God, it doesn't matter. And every one of us is God. Every single being is God's child. And we're just playing. We're pretending to die and all that. But it's an experience. It's like something we wouldn't have on any other planet or any other realm. This is, I mean, if you chose to come to Earth, you're a bad motherfucker. Anybody that's alive right now should be treated with like an awesome respect, because this is like no other time. This is the last hurrah for Earth, and we chose to come here, and it was harder than fuck to get here. You had to, we were at this high frequency, we had to go all the way down, and it's depressing for a godlike, a god creature to come all the way down to shit. And, but if you realize why we came here, we experienced separation, but then we want to come back. So it took a lot. The first thing you got to do is get rid of all your attachments to 3D, to Babylon. So if you're attached, oh, this girl, oh, she broke my heart, I can't live without her, you know, whatever. Or maybe it's a place, oh, this house is what I worked for all my life. And I got this house, and I got these Lamborghinis, and I can never give those things up because I love them. Poof, you give them up. And because you're not attached to any person, place, or thing. You're not attached. You just don't give a shit because you can't take it with you anyway. You just like, I like it. It was fun for a couple years, but I don't have to have it. Fuck it. So you've done a tremendous thing here. You've detached from all things 3D. There's nothing. You're not addicted to anything. You're just, you can take it. It could take you. You could take it away. But you're just like. So anyway, you detach from 3D. That was the first thing. Then you think, oh my God. All these fears I had. My angels are dressing up like, oh God, they wanted me to get tired of being. So they were becoming fear so that I could face the fear, and fear is a false emotion appearing real. So I had to face the fact that I'm bored with it because it's not real. It doesn't go forward. It doesn't go where we came from. All these low vibrations. So you've blocked all these ways that you were feeding because there's only one source of power, and that's God. So the only way that the opposites get that is if we don't want it. We say, oh, fuck it. I'm angry. I'm upset. I'm whatever. Take this emotion. I'm going to hit the pillow and whatever. But all that emotion doesn't go wasted, because there's opposites that are living off of that energy. They got a whole pyramid and shit. They got to have a, you know, when you got limited energy, you got to do the pyramid game. You got to control the energy with a lot of organization, and they've done that. But they're starving because people are waking up and they say, fuck, I'm not going to give them my energy anymore. I'm not going to, and if you don't give them your energy, they're going to get the fuck out, because, you know, they're going to go wherever they're fed, and they're not fed here anymore. I mean, it's like a gold mine now because we're feeding them through government and all that. But anyway, so we stop feeding them, they disappear, and we automatically have a new Earth because without, you know, negative pushback, that energy is just too low. It doesn't carry forward. It's just foul balls. It's out of play. Don't pay much attention to it. So I think the state of where I am today, I've broken forth from 3D. I've blocked all the ways that I was leaking energy. And now I'm at this point where I'm giving my energy to God. So everything, every compliment, every criticism or anything goes to God. Goes to God the Father. Everything. This is all, if anything good happened to me, it was because of God the Father. So I know that. So now I'm at the point where I have to energize, I have to really put forth my belief that God is really more powerful than any dew weapon, than any hurricane, anything that 3D can offer. God, it looks at that like it's a piece of cake because He made the game. He made the game. And we're His kids. So He knows I'm here. So I'm thinking, fuck, I'm not going to die. I'm starting to like this shit. But I got to keep the body light. So I've intended that I'm going to go back. I'm going to de-age. I don't know what age I'm going to. I just ask my higher self. Because I don't believe in choosing an age. Because I don't believe in time. So I'm not going to say put me back at 33. I'm going to say put me back where, because I'm an expression of God, and you are the perfect expression of God. You're my soul. Everybody's soul is the perfect expression of God. Everybody's soul is whole. Everybody's soul is healed. Everybody's soul, if you want to know the answer to anything, your soul knows the answer to every single thing. Because your soul is God. So you just ask Him. So that's so your soul, you can ask your soul anything you would ask on the internet. Your soul's going to give you the answer, either immediately or shortly thereafter, but it's going to be the truth. And you won't have to verify it. It comes from inside your soul, your heart, and you know without a shadow of a doubt it's true. Now, I don't believe when somebody says they know something, you're full of shit, most of the time. Name one thing that you know without a shadow of a doubt. You know it's true. Maybe. But if you said that I got this from when I asked my soul, when I asked my heart, when I asked my higher self, when I asked Gaia, when I asked God the Father, when I asked Jesus, whatever. He said that, I'm listening. Because that, when you're talking about the essence of who you are, I mean, when I made a decision to love everybody. Ever since I made a decision to love everybody, I haven't got any friends. But I love them. I don't care if they love me. I love everybody. So what I'm trying to do now is a lot of times people bring their carbon self up and they talk about the weather, they talk about Trump or politics, whatever. But I want to know, I thought, okay, higher self, talk to that person's higher self and ask him if he'd like to show me who that person is or not. I mean, but I bypassed all that surface, shallow bullshit. And see, that used to irritate me when people would bring it up. Or people talk about COVID being real, or it could be anything. It used to set me off. It's just like, go fuck yourself. I mean, I feel like that. But now, I could listen to them and talk to their higher self. What's the deal with this guy? Why does he still believe in COVID? Is that his lens? Is that his lens? Is he, if he's all right with that, I wish him luck and see you later. But we ain't talking. We're not talking. You know, because anybody that believes in COVID believes in germ theory. They believe something from the outside can kill them. And if you believe anything in your mirror is created by you, and you're connected with every single thing in your mirror, well, do you think that you would create something to kill yourself? Some people do, and it works. If they put enough belief in it, if they put enough belief in a mosquito that will give you malaria, you will probably get bit by a mosquito, and you'll be one out of a million that will die of malaria. You have to really believe that cancer or something from this earth can kill you. Because if you don't believe that, if you don't believe in germ theory, if you believe that you're in control of everything, you don't believe there's anything that can kill you. Now you won't, knowingly, like let's have an aspartame sandwich or something like that. You wouldn't intentionally go and, drink poison. But at the same time, you're not paranoid, worried that you're going to die because of some shit out. They're spraying some shit, or you're not going to die. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, I don't believe in germ theory.